Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, hawaiirealestate.org. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, I am, as always, all about teaching you everything I can think of about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just can't find it in the listing. And speaking of listings and speaking of the finest real estate, I believe, on the entire island of Maui, I'm here posed, I'm posing, I'm such a poser. I'm right here in front of Kaanapali Golf Estates. I have a beautiful new listing in this neighborhood. But before I start the Maui Fix, which is what this is, it's a Saturday night, not an Aloha Friday, but an Aloha Saturday. And yes, I've got my little buddy here, the one Will, ready to rock and roll. Here we go. Get ready. But I wanted to, before I go there, before I go on that beautiful adventure, and I'm gonna go by the new listing that I have, I also wanted to quickly send a quick message to all of the homeowners at Kaanapali Golf Estates. And I wanted to let you know that there was a massive miscommunication about the legality of open house signs inside of the neighborhood. So just really quick, and hit me in the comments and let me know what you think. But I just want to let you know there's a new manager at KGE, and I had emailed him asking him, hey, I got this new listing, I want to do some open houses. How do I get into the gate? What are the rules for the open house signs? And he was like, new. I should have thought, oh yeah, he's new, he maybe doesn't know the rules. But he seemed to think it was okay to put open house signs in there, and I actually met him the day I was out here. He was actually at the sign, and I was putting my signs inside the neighborhood, and it turns out that you're not supposed to do that. So he didn't know it, I didn't know it, and so of course the next day I didn't put any signs in the neighborhood. So he told me, hey Eric, you can put the signs right here at the gate, because obviously people come a long way to get to this gate. When they get to the gate, they got to know where to go, how to get in, what the buttons are to push. So he said, put your signs right here at the gate. I was like, can do, man, no problem. So I did that. I put my signs right here outside of the neighborhood. Oh boy, did I get in trouble. So apparently, I'm not allowed to do that either. So a lot of you homeowners might think I'm like the rogue realtor, like breaking all the rules. But in reality, I was just doing exactly what the manager said I could do, and he just didn't quite know the rules. So please, don't think I'm being disrespectful of your neighborhood or not. I am a rule follower. You have to understand, my dad was in the military. If there's one thing he literally beat into me was like, better follow the rules, boy. And if you don't, you know what's gonna happen with a military father. It's not gonna be pretty. So anyway, there's no other way for me to explain that to everybody in the neighborhood. I'm just getting like the raw end of the deal. But I thought I could vent my explanation on the beautiful YouTube. So tell me, Aloha infused audience, what should I do in this situation? How do I let these homeowners know I wasn't trying to be a troublemaker? I was just giving bad information. So anyway, we're done with that part now. We're moving on. We're moving on to what I believe is the most premier neighborhood in all of West Maui, Kaanapali Golf Estate. So I'm here to help the homeowners. I'm here to promote your beautiful lifestyle so that your property values continue to go up and we continue to expose this beautiful neighborhood to the world. So when they're making decisions on where to buy, they come and they check this place out. Might not be for everybody, but it should be because it's epic. The only thing that would really prevent someone from living here would be potentially the price point, because they are kind of getting up there. But as far as lifestyle goes, you just go right down this road, you're at the best beach in the world, in my opinion, Kaanapali. And this is a Maui Fix, and that is a golf course, and you're sitting on two 18-hole golf courses. And we have in this area what's called the beautiful golf cart lifestyle. And what does that mean? It means real simple. Get yourself a sweet golf cart and then cruise everywhere you want on the golf cart. Go play golf, of course. Well, actually, you have to use more rules. You have to use the golf carts that come with the golf course. You can't use your own cart. Darn it. Okay, never mind. But you can still use that cart. So many rules, right? It's like, gosh, where all these rules come from? Okay, they come from we need law and order. I get that. Okay, well, let's remind the rest of the country about the law and order and the rules. Let's just not pick on the HOA people. Let's do it all across our country. Yes, everyone should obey the rules. Don't pick on the realtors, just try to make a living. But anyway, you get the golf cart. It's a sweet golf cart. It's got a lithium battery, and you can cruise down to the beach. You can go to the restaurants. You can go to Whalers. You can go shopping. You can just cruise around in a golf cart, and it's legal. At least for now. They might change that rule too. Who knows? But hopefully not. But to me, it's one of the coolest lifestyles. I have personally been a resident of Kaanapali. Excuse me, a little frog in the throat. I'm getting all worked up over this open house debacle, the big controversy. But anyway, here's what's funny. It's not funny, actually. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, it all runs together, when we actually were able to put directional signs inside the neighborhood, like, hey, turn here. This is where you go to the open house. This is the way. We're helping. We had like 15 people come through the open house on a weekday. Today was a Saturday. We could not put directional signs inside the neighborhood because that is against the rules. We had one person come through all day long. So you tell me, is this serving the homeowners of the neighborhood? It's not. It was so funny. I talked to another agent. He was getting a hard time over it too. And he was doing an open house at the, I wanted to say Pinnacle, but it's not that. Eric, the brain. The other beautiful gated thing right next door, I just can't remember right now. But he too was getting a hard time having his signs moved. And we were talking about it on the phone. He's like, yeah, nobody wants open house signs until they want their house sold. Then they want open house signs, right? But until then, it's like, I don't want to look at those open house signs. But here's the thing, we take them, we put them up, like we take them away at the end of the day. So it's just a temporary little thing and it's helpful, right? So my argument was, hey, imagine your future Kaanapali Golf Estates owner staying at the Whaler. He's like, I want to live in Kaanapali Golf Estates. Honey, let's go check out the open house. And so they're following the signs. And then they get to the gate. They're like, And what I'm thinking is they're thinking, what a horrible real estate agent. I mean, he gets us to this spot and then just leaves us high and dry. So as a realtor, I always pretend like I'm a customer. Like, what would I do? When I want to go to open houses, I want to see like breadcrumbs. How do I get there? Show me. Don't leave me hanging and I'm driving around in circles. That's annoying. So anyway, somehow I feel like I'm going to be the bad part of this whole joke. It's all just going to look like I'm not doing my job, and I'm trying to. I promise you, I'm doing the absolute best that I can. So anyway, I got to get off the open house signs. All right, Eric, pull back. Let's go to the beach. Right, that's what we do. Anyway, I just passed the house. See, gosh, Eric, you're so distracted. So that's the house that I've got listed. By the way, if you're one of those guys, and you could be, that's really obsessed with value, like you don't want to overpay. Well, I'm happy to send you a spreadsheet that shows you what all these homes in Kaanapali have sold for in the last few years, and I can guarantee you that this is going to be your absolute best value, your best price per square foot, the biggest probably footprint, a 3-car garage, and the best value, and very quality construction. We're talking, look at the round by the garage. It's not easy to make those round curves. There's a lot of curves inside the home, and it's got travertine. It has, check this out, you can Google this. It has a Versailles pattern etched travertine. So the Versailles pattern, very complicated. Like, how did they find someone on Maui that could lay a Versailles pattern? Tyler's, can you do it? Is it complicated? I've heard it is. There's a lot of touches about this home, not to mention the homeowner, the seller, just put $450,000 of improvements. He painted the inside, he painted the outside, he remodeled the bathrooms, he put on Tesla batteries and solar panels. The list goes on and on. Wasn't planning on selling it, obviously, but now it's an opportunity. So I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video. It's easy to remember. It's kaanapalihome.net, I think. I have a lot of different listings at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's a .net. Is it a .com? I don't know. See, if I can't get I'm not going to tell my secrets here. Okay, if I can't get the com, I go for the net. Yes, But kaanapalihome.net, I'm pretty sure is what it is. But like I said, I'll put a link in the description. Please check it out. Do me a solid. Watch the video on the thing. Share it with anybody that you know. Sharon is Karen. Help a brother out. The market is still very, very vibrant at the moment. Inventory is low, and of course it's my job as the agent to get the word out. So that's what I'm doing right now, putting some focus on this beautiful, beautiful home. And I will always give you a heads up to pocket listings that I have. They're not, they're just before they hit the market. You're not allowed to have pocket listings. You get in big trouble for that too. But I'll let you know if I hear of a good deal that's about to hit the market. Is it just me, or do we have to be so careful with every word we say these days? It's like, get in trouble for that. It's so controversial, like, not trying to be. I'm really not. I'm a rule follower to the core, absolutely. Okay, here we go. Beautiful, full moon. Well, okay, it's not full. Okay, it's 3/4 for sure. On a beautiful Hawaiian midsummer's night. feel like I'm starting the beginning of a poem. There once dwelled a realtor. Just kidding. So funny, I was talking to another guy yesterday. See, what happens is I put out my open house signs. It's actually a pretty good marketing strategy. I never get to the open house because I'm so busy talking to the people while I'm putting out the open house signs. Like, hey, Eric, what's up? I'm like, hey, what's up? So we chat for like an hour, talk story, right? That's one of the things of the Hawaiian culture is you have to talk story. You can't be busy. You can't be like, oh, I gotta go. No, you gotta talk story, brah. If you don't, it's considered like rude. It's like, dude, you gotta talk story. So I spend half my time trying to find my signs, because sometimes they throw them in the bushes. And then we end up, a homeowner comes up to me and starts talking. Anyway, one of them came up to me. His name was Scott. Super cool dude, by the way. Much aloha to you, Scott. Yes, I love all your stories, by the way. You got some good stuff that you're sharing, by the way, these days. I won't get into all the details, but and I'm going to try to keep the focus off my chicken neck. But I know you get older, the whole thing just goes to, I don't know where it's going. All the skin is just sagging. It's sagging. So we're heading down towards Kaanapali right now. I digress. I go down a lot of rabbit trails. Hang in there with me. So what was I saying? Scott came up to me. I was putting out the open house sign, finding it, throwing it in the bushes. And what was he telling me? Oh, I can't remember. Dang it. See, that's the other thing, man. You start getting a little bit older, it's like the thoughts, they come and then they vaporize. It's like, and then all of a sudden, poof, it hits you like, oh, I remember. Like I had the one guy that came to my open house today, thanks KG, was actually not a past client, but a potential client. We'd gone to dinner a few times, or once, and he's bought a condo, partial ownership, but he's still in the market. Anyway, super cool guy. And I was telling him about the importance of cutting carbs, and I said, you gotta watch the video by I'm like, oh, I can't remember. And then 5 minutes later, poof, like Jordan Peterson. You gotta watch the Jordan Peterson video about switching to a carnivorous diet and what happened to Jordan Peterson. If you haven't listened to Jordan Peterson, I mean, that guy's amazing, right? He's sharp, he's witty, he's fast, he's intelligent, and he does not eat many carbohydrates. So it's very interesting to learn these things on the YouTube. I love it. Jordan Peterson, the memory's coming back. I'm 10 days without sugar, so have mercy on me. I'm switching over to the fat burning system, which is working good. So far, so good. I'm liking it. It's not bad. Sleeping good, feeling great. And how do I get through the gate? Sheesh. I'm trying to take you guys down to the ocean and showing you the Kaanapali Golf Estates golf cart lifestyle. Oh, look at that. It sensed me. Oh, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Man, the one wheel gets a little gate love. So the Vintage, that's where the other real estate guy was. See, now I remembered it, the Vintage. I couldn't remember it earlier. I was thinking Pinnacle, which is another neighborhood in the KG, but he was doing an open house at the Vintage, and his open house sign is right here. And apparently we're not allowed to have an open house sign between the gate and the other side of the bridge. What? So yeah, you can follow all the open house signs, and then once they get to the bridge, no more. You figure it out. You figure out how to get there. Now, just so you know, we did think this through a little bit. Every sign has a QR code, right? So you can hit the QR code and it tells you the exact address. We also have the address printed on there and the gate code, right? But honestly, a lot of people don't stop and scan the QR code or even read the sign. They're just driving, expecting it's gonna be like a breadcrumb trail to the open house. But we have tried to think of everything. So anyway, right here, buy yourself an no, you can buy one, but you can also rent one when you're here on vacation. This is one of the few businesses that started during COVID, and it recently was purchased by a gentleman, and he also bought Black Rock bikes down in Whalers, and so it's a great place to go get an e-bike, rent it, go for a cruise, have some fun, and enjoy the golf cart lifestyle with the surfboard, yes sir, on top of the golf cart. See, he's got it all figured out. I'm telling you, man, the word is spreading. I do believe word's getting out. How this whole thing works. So here we are. Okay, you try to talk to your iPhone for like 30 minutes while you're one-wheeling, and you're obsessing on open houses. I mean, it's not easy, but I'm trying my best. I appreciate the support. If you enjoy content like this, as always, I love a shaka, a share, a subscribe, and if you haven't yet subscribe to the channel. I'd super appreciate that. The algorithm loves it, YouTube loves it, and it's a way you can support me as a YouTuber. I'm not just a realtor, I'm like a wannabe YouTuber. So if you can give me that little pink, much appreciated, always. And seriously, back to the KGE homeowners, I am truly sorry. I apologize. It will never happen again. But I do have a good excuse. But as my dad taught me, the answer is there's no excuse, sir. So when you do something wrong, in the military they teach you, the answer is no excuse, sir. So that's my answer to you. That's what my dad taught me. I try to teach my kids that too. No excuses, man. No excuses. Take responsibility. And I do. Take responsibility for my actions. And I will never put an open house sign anywhere near KGE, proper jurisdiction, deeded land. And I will make it through the open house challenge. I'm going to start a new YouTube channel called the Open House Challenge. And it's going to bring me millions of followers. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'll have my own HGTV show. It'll be like this controversial, like, how do we hold an open house when it's not allowed? Matter of fact, I was joking with the HOA president. He called me. He didn't think it was very funny though. I was like, he just doesn't know me. He just knows I'm just like a jokester. I said, we should have like a contest. Like if someone makes it to the open house, they get like a reward. It's like, you made it, $100, yes. Or the other one was, we should have it by braille. Like they have to walk through the neighborhood, like blindfolded, and they have to find the open house. There's braille. But he did not. He was not liking my sense of humor at all. But that's okay. It's all right. He first starts watching the channel, he'll figure out the whole aloha and fuse thing. Okay, so here we go. We got to turn around right here because I know can go through this liquid because it'll be bad for the one wheel, bad for the gimbal. I think the only thing that'll survive is the iPhone. So over here to our left, it was on our right, now it's on our left, is of course the beautiful Maui El Dorado. It is a beautiful leasehold property. However, the HOA owns 10% of the land. So it's sort of like a hybrid. Like you're not gonna really lose the property in a leasehold situation because you guys own 10% of the land. And by the way, if you're ever down on North Kaanapali Beach, my favorite spot on the beach, anywhere on Maui, is right in front of their cabana. Best swimming, best sand, and it's calm, and it's like a pool essentially. And so, oh yeah, I remember what Scott was telling me. Scott, the guy I ran into the other day, he's the guy that was having some beef with the e-foilers. Now you guys know I e-foil, right? I love it, it's cool, it's fun. But apparently Scott doesn't like e-foiling because he's a swimmer and he thinks that the e-foilers are gonna run him over when he's swimming. So I get it, legitimate concern. So I'd be curious in the comments section, what do you think? Should e-foiling be allowed as a commercial operation on Airport Beach? Should it be allowed as a recreation period? So can a private e-foiler like me go out there, go out 250 feet, which is the amount you're supposed to go out before you e-foil, and just go e-foil? Or should it be banned? My argument was, hey, there's all kinds of propeller, engine combustible, you know what I'm saying? They got props, man, big old motors, and they're legal. So what's wrong with the electric little prop that's that big? The way I look at it, but Scott definitely doesn't think we should have commercial operations there. I'm kind of staying out of that one, but honestly, I want to know what you think. Should e-foiling be allowed as a commercial operation on the waters off of Maui? Let me know what you think. I mean, we got to talk about this stuff somehow. If we don't do it on YouTube, I mean, where else are we going to do it? Nobody meets anymore, right? Everyone's just chilling, doing their own thing. Maybe the occasional Zoom, but everyone's got like these fake things in the background and they're not paying attention. You know that. No one pays attention on a Zoom. It's like the ultimate excuse to check out. I'm just kidding, by the way. Like I said, I'm live talking to my phone, making up stuff as I go along, so have mercy on me. All right, we continue. It's getting dark, and here we go. Gotta watch the old one wheel. Oh, that was hard. That was an obstacle course right there. Okay, so we're heading down the sidewalk. These are some beautiful tourists coming back, probably staying at the Maui El Dorado after a long day of vitamin D, sand, salt, and plenty of fish tacos at Leilani's. Sure, there's a Mai Tai or two that was thrown into the mix based on the smell test. All right, either that or that was my favorite smelling suntan oil. Mai Tai flavored. This, of course, is the entire Kaanapali string of hotels, Kaanapali South. The only two fee simple Condos on the beach are, of course, the Whaler, which is right there, those two towers, and then the Ali'i right down there. Everything else is Westin, Hyatt, Sheraton, Marriott. Help me out, fill in the blanks. And then over here on the left side, we do have the Kaanapali Royal. Thanks, guys. Kaanapali Royal is not on the ocean, but that's a smoking location. And they actually have rainbow trees. So you don't have to go all the way to Hana to look at rainbow trees. They've got a whole collection of rainbow trees right there at the end of the driving range, because the driving range for the Kaanapali Golf Course, the Kai, and the Royal is right over there next to Roy's. Shout out. Hang on a second. Ready? Boom. Roy's. Hit me in the comments, man. Do you love Roy's as much as I do? When I go to Oahu, I go straight to Roy's. I'm talking beeline. And we have one here on Maui too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. That's a very loud golf cart. Wow. All right. All right. Got some more sprinkler action going. The nice thing I like about our sprinklers is they smell good. It's not like that sewage water that you sometimes come across. I'm sure it's non-potable, don't get me wrong, but it smells good, man. It smells fresh, refreshing. Uh-oh, I think I'm gonna get whacked. No, I got it timed. Okay, so where are we going? What are we doing? Okay, I think we're gonna, there's the water. Okay, I ice bath too, and I'm still screaming like a girl. Okay, here we go. Crosswalk. Not that it matters. Don't ever trust Hawaiian drivers, or tourists for that matter. They will flat out run you over. Crosswalk is a false sense of security. So now we're cruising. Beautiful scene down here, by the way. You got these awesome water features where my golf ball would definitely go every single time, no matter what. But they're beautiful. We got the beautiful West Maui Mountains tower in the background. We got that beautiful 3/4 moon. Hawaiian night, Saturdays on tap. Everyone's feeling the vibe. People are on vacation. Matter of fact, who was I talking to? Was it Scott? No, I think it was somebody else. I've talked to so many people next to my open house signs. Like, I could write a whole book on like how to get listings just by standing by your open house signs and talking to the neighbors, as long as you're cool and you're following the rules. But anyway, somebody was telling me that, oh yeah, I met a guy that was on the board for the Whaler. He's lived there since like the 80s. Nice guy, nice guy. He says he's on the board. They've spent over like $45 million improving the Whaler over the tenure of his time on the board. And he said, and I thought this was really cool. You know what he said? He said the reason he loves living at the Whaler, and I thought this was cool. He goes, Eric, I live where everyone else comes on vacation. That's a good sign, right out of the gate. If people spend thousands of dollars to come here for like just a few weeks, if you can live in that spot, that's usually a pretty good indication of a good place to live. And number two, he goes, Eric, I know it's the Whaler and I know people are on vacation. You just got to deal with the fact that you have new neighbors every week. But he goes, they're all in the greatest mood. They're all happy. They got smiles on their face. They are like making memories. They're drunk, but they're having fun. And anyway, I thought to myself, dude, this guy needs to be on my channel because he totally gets it. He totally gets what it is that I love about living on this island is that for the most part, everybody is having fun. They're in a good mood. They're smiling. They're having the time of their life. They're in one of the most beautiful places on earth. And I got a message for all you people out here that maybe live here and you've lost that shine. You've lost that passion. You've lost that appreciation. You don't feel the same way you did when you moved here. It's gotten a little stale. I got one thing I want to say to you. Book a ticket right now to Detroit. Anytime between like December and February, and force yourself to stay there for 30 days. I'm not joking. And then come back. And I am telling you, that shine is gonna come back. That appreciation, that love of Maui, you're just gonna be like so amazed at how you're gonna feel. You're gonna smell the plumerias, you're gonna look at the palm trees, you're gonna feel the perfect year-round temperature, you're gonna see the Hawaiian culture, people loving and hugging each other and hanging out with their family on the beach on the weekend. And you're just gonna be like, oh, why did I ever get grumpy? Why did I ever pick on that realtor for putting out the open house sign? I'm just kidding. I couldn't resist it though. All right, guys, well, listen, I've had a great time. It's getting dark. I'm not gonna make it to the ocean. I can just feel it. I actually have to get back Lisa's on the mainland, the kids, I gotta feed them. I have responsibilities. I'm having too much fun hanging out with you guys. But I wanna say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. If you have any suggestions for my current quandary, I'd love to know in the comments. Anything that happened on the video you wanna comment on, hit me, of course, shaka, share, subscribe, subscribble, hit the button, help a brother out, and please go check out the link in the description to kaanapalihome.net. I think it's .net, it could be .com, I don't know. And check out that home, because I'm telling you, it is an absolute fantastic opportunity, and there's somebody out there that's gonna make that their perfect Maui dream hale, and I'd love to be a part of it. I thank you guys so much again for watching the channel. Until next time, I shall return. There's that sprinkler again. I don't know where, I don't know when, but hey, are you guys stoked that the one wheel is back? Yes, yeah, we're back, baby. Hey, just so you know, I've just been working, man. That is it. Slammed. I mean, it's a good thing. I like it. I've just been busy. So we got Colton going. Lisa's doing the staging. It's just rocket ship of real estate. So we love it. We're thankful for it. And thank you guys. Most aloha infused audience. Couldn't have done it without you. And next time you're on the island, love to hang out. And of course, if you're in the market to buy or sell property here on Maui or anywhere in Hawaii, I'd love to be your guy. Until next time, Maui Dan. I'm with you, brother. Yes, sir. Until next time, Eric West out. Where's the button? Where's the bifocals? I don't know. I forgot him again, as usual.